And let's welcome back to the stage, Steve Katinsky.
Good afternoon again. We've had another fine day of the conference. I'm Steve Katinsky of Lenria Corporation. Lenria is the industry association. I'm going to say a few things regarding how we might move towards standardizing the way we assess progress in the Lenner field, and then introduce the Lenner Showcase and invite you to the second poster session. So to introduce this slide, innovation is measured by technology readiness levels, also referred to as TRLs. If you haven't heard of TRL scales, innovation is measured by technology readiness levels. If you haven't heard of TRL scales, they're a way to quantify the readiness of a technology for deployment. Utilizing a TRL scale has become a standard measure of progress by NASA, Department of Defense, Department of Transportation, and throughout the US government. They are used by the European Space Agency, in aerospace, and by governments and corporations worldwide. A review of technology readiness levels reveals they are often fine-tuned for a particular technology they are assessing, while they remain substantially similar. This is a TRL scale that we think is germane for LENR. You can see two things from the graph. One is that the TRLs span the space from an idea to a product in the market or deployment. The other is there are three phases to commercialization: research and development, pre-commercialization, and commercialization. We have informally surveyed a sample of researchers and companies in LENR and have asked them to self-report their TRL levels utilizing the TRL scale in the prior slide. These are the self-reported results in the table. Of 8 requests, there were 7 responses. 4 companies and 1 researcher provided TRL levels for us. 2 companies elected not to report, and there was 1 no response. This is the LENR TRL scale with the same respondents indicated by the yellow arrows. Most respondents are clustered around TRL 5, that is lab scale validation in a relevant environment, in the pre-commercialization phase. 1 reports almost TRL 5, and 1 researcher, researcher 1, reports a TRL status in the research and development phase. The reported TRLs raise some interesting questions that we do not have time to explore here. Here's a quick summary and notes on the technology readiness levels. TRL levels standardize the quantification of the assessment and the readiness of a technology. Although a standard scale is a step towards objectivity, there is a subjective element to the assignment of TRL levels by those who assign them. In discussion with companies and researchers on the list, it becomes apparent that common TRL scales are not designed to take into account the reproducibility of a technology. That's interesting for our field. More than 1 respondent suggested they would like to be able to report intermediate decimal TRL levels, such as 3.5, 4.5, etc. Like yesterday, my job today is to invite you to the activities in the Grand Hall. There is a solid-state fusion and atomic energy innovation showcase from 4:45 to 5 p.m., which features Frank Gordon and Innoval, who just presented, Robert Godes of Brilliant Energy Corporation, and Larry Forsley and Theresa Benyo of NASA. Following the innovation showcase is the poster session from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. You know where they are, so go see them. Thank you.